Welcome back. Numsa has given the ANC an ultimatum. It's threatened not to vote or campaign for the party in the run-up to next year's general elections if the party doesn't change its stance on the system. Last week, Transport Minister Dipuo Peters announced e-tolls would commence on Gauteng's highways on the 3rd of December. She'll undertake a site visit of Sanral's Central Operations Centre in Midrand today to conduct an assessment of the readiness of the rolling out of the system. For more on that story, we're joined in studio by Numsa's National Treasurer, Mphumzi Maqumgo. Mr. Maqumgo, good morning to you. Thank you for taking the time to come and see us this morning. Now, why has Numsa made this ultimatum?
Look, as the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, we've taken a decision in our last National Congress that was held in Durban, where we took a decision that we don't want e-tolls in this country. We don't want labor broking in this country. We don't want youth wage subsidy. So any political party that wants our vote as Numsa members and our families, they must make sure that they address those fundamental issues for starters. At the moment, as this thing stands, we have convened a special National Congress on the 13th up until the 16th of December, where we'll be discussing exactly and finalize what should be the Numsa's approach going towards to the next year elections.
Now, do you have COSATU's backing in this decision-making process, and do you think other unions will follow in your footsteps?
Well, look, at the moment, as Numsa and COSATU in particular, we do have a position that says that we don't want e-tolls. Ours is to make sure that we continue and fight against that. Last week in the Central Executive Committee of COSATU, we met with Jeff Khatebe. We told him that we are not happy, and the road towards to the 8th of January, where the manifesto of the ANC will be launched, we made it clearly that we don't want to see labor broking. We don't want to see e-tolls. Yes, the Minister of Transport went out and publicly and said that they are going to proceed. We make sure that we shall take campaign, and the ANC must start to take us seriously in relation to the issue of e-toll and labor broking.
Now, has this been an easy or a difficult process for you as a union to go through? And do you think all your members are prepared to go to that extent of not voting ANC next year, if that is the case?
Look, this is not an easy decision because Numsa, for all these years, we have been in line in support of the African National Congress. But also you must remember, you don't join Numsa on the basis of your political affiliation. You join Numsa on the basis that you are a worker, and therefore workers' interests and benefits, they ought to be defended. In this instance, if you look at the NDP, the labor broking, the e-tolls, those are the issues that reverse the gains that we fought for. So to us as Numsa, it is not an easy decision. Hence, on the 16th of December, if members nationally say that, look, continue and go and vote, we shall do that because it will be a decision taken in a Congress.
But government has said that they will not scrap e-tolls. The Transport Minister, as you mentioned, is going today. She's assessing the readiness of the system. Does this ultimatum mean anything? Does it hold any weight? How far do you think you can go with trying to stop e-tolls when government has said they will not be stopped?
Look, the next thing that we will be doing is to intensify the struggle against the e-toll, because it's not necessarily only in fact, it's not only in Gauteng. We've seen in KZN, we've seen in other parts of the country that they want to roll out this particular program. Ours, in order for us, for the ANC to take us very seriously, they don't have a choice. They ought to come back to the table and with the federation, which is COSATU, and discuss it seriously, this particular issue. Failing which, we told Jeff in his face last week that if you don't take us seriously, don't think you shall get the votes. Workers are not a voting kettles. So if they're not taking us seriously, then they will see next year what will happen in this particular country.
Now, you mentioned that as a union, you want to vote for a party that sees to your fundamental needs. And right now, with this e-toll system, the ANC is not meeting those needs. If you don't vote for the ANC next year, have you had the conversation of who you will be supporting? Have you thought that far ahead?
No. Look, the approach that we have taken as Numsa, you will appreciate that last year we had a National Congress. We took resolutions. And the challenge that we have as national leadership is that between last year and now, almost all the socio-economic resolutions government have passed, which we are against with. Now we decided to convene a National Congress because as national leadership, we derive our mandate from workers. Look, members were going to guide us. Already there were regional congresses yesterday, all Numsa 9 regions. The next thing that will happen, we're going to consolidate that report and make it a package. We go and negotiate and engage in the Congress and then take a decision. We are national leadership guided by our local structures, regional structures, and the factories where our members are working.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank
That
you very
was
much.
Numsa's National Treasurer, Mphumzi Maqumgo. A reminder of your top stories now. Radovan Krejcir lays charges against the police following claims he was assaulted after his arrest. The NPA appears to be losing the battle against successfully prosecuting suspects arrested for illegal initiations. And trade union Numsa is threatening not to give the ANC its backing in the 2014 elections if the e-toll system goes live. Aid organizations say the atmosphere...
News that moves. eNCA.com.